What's up guys, Ryan here. Today I'm doing a video as a part of my free Amazon FBA mini course focused on recording products during the product research phase to set yourself up for an easier time validating products, which in my course is the phase that follows the product research phase, because it's not enough to use Jungle Scout or Helium 10 or Viral Launch or whatever you use and input some parameters and it spits out a list. You obviously have to comb through the list, find the products that seem right, and then do further digging. So that further digging part is going to take some time, just like the product research phase takes time, but we're going to set ourselves up to expedite that process by recording the right data points. First things first, I always try to be thorough in my videos. Sorry if this is a little overkill, but I wanted to make a few suggestions about software that I would personally recommend to record your list of products in. First and foremost, Google Sheets is my #1 recommendation. I will put a link in the description with a shared Google Drive document that you can just clone to your Google Drive instance and use to fill out, which I have created right here for us. I'll even zoom in a bit so you can see. We're going to go over all of these parameters in a little bit. But if you don't want to use Google Sheets, check out Google Keep or Apple Notes. The reason I went from Google Sheets to Google Keep and Apple Notes are that they're all cloud-based. Now, me personally, I work on my Amazon business from various devices, locations, and computers. So having cloud-based software to build my list and run my business from is essential. So all three of these suggestions that you see here are cloud-based. They are very easy to streamline your business and have central reference points when you need to take notes or record lists of products, etc. The third recommendation that I suggested was, if you only use one computer, Notepad++ is a great text editor. It's better than the standard Windows Notepad. And, I use it because I'm a programmer, but it's also, very easy to use, very easy to do things like mass editing documents and quick searches and things like that. You can also do like automation and macros real easily. But without getting too much into the weeds, I recommend these three programs for recording your list in. Now, there's plenty more you could use. This is just to name a couple, but my #1 choice is Google Drive, Google Sheets. All right, now on to recording and building our list. So let's imagine that we just use Jungle Scout or Helium 10, and it suggested that we sell a garlic press. That is my favorite product to use as an example. So we go to Amazon, type in garlic press, and the first thing that we are going to record is the product name. And I love to use the bestseller, the organic rank 1 option. So in this case, I'm going to copy the product name and put it right here in Excel. And as you can see on my blog, which there's a link in the description, I pretty much put pictures together and highlighted everything for you as well. All right, search terms. What search terms did we use to get here? The primary search terms are going to control the search results. Now, you'll notice I search for garlic press. That's pretty obvious, but I use some other Chrome extensions that give me suggestions of other long tail keywords, as well as leading keywords related to what I seeded the search with. And these can be very valuable. Like, you don't have to be rank 1 on the primary keyword garlic press to make good money selling them. This is why, selling on Amazon can be pretty complex when you get into the more granular, detail-oriented things like this. Now, this Chrome extension, I'd suggest going and grabbing and installing because it's free. It's called AMZ Suggestion Expander, and it will help give you insights into what people are searching for, because not everybody goes and types in garlic press when they want to buy one on Amazon. People are weird. So I typed in just garlic press. I'm going to grab the URL and I'm going to, I jumped one actually. The next one after this was the URL. Search terms is just garlic press in this case, but we could go and perform a different search based on these suggestions from the Chrome extension and then see how the results change if we wanted to do further research. And if you're going to spend money on a product to launch on Amazon, you should be doing further research, by the way. All right, SERP URL, search engine results page, SERP URL. We already recorded that. I just came over here, clicked into my web browser's address bar and copy pasted into Excel. So we've got the first three. Next up, listing URL. So I'm going to go ahead and open the rank 1 Amazon's Choice listing in a new tab. And this is Amazon's Choice, so it's a good benchmark for if we're going to enter this niche. We should be looking at what they are doing really well to rank number 1 on such competitive keywords in such a competitive niche. So we're going to grab the URL, pop over to Google Drive, and save it right here. Now, when we start getting into the product validation phase, let me show you why we record some of these things. If I run the Jungle Scout Pro Chrome extension on this page, you'll see that it basically does a bunch of really in-depth niche research for me and spits out things like average monthly sales, average sales rank, average price, average reviews, and it tries to estimate how much monthly revenue this product is doing. And Jungle Scout conducted a study, so of course their product ranked as the most accurate, but I mean, the guy in charge of Jungle Scout, Greg Mercer, is a great guy. I personally trust him because I have no reason not to. And the way that they conducted the study, they had sellers volunteer their data, so they were actually able to look at what people were really selling using the product data that they volunteered against and check it against like 10 of the most popular Amazon product research tools. So if you're wondering, that is true. I've put a link in multiple of my articles on my website to that study. I've referenced it a couple times in my videos. Anyways, they're saying that this listing is doing $60,000 in revenue a month. That is a lot of money. You can also run the tool on the search results page right here, but I'm not going to jump the gun too much because that's not the point of this video. But if you're wondering why I'm having you record these things, it's to speed up the process when we're doing validation. So next we want to record the bestseller rank of the top 5 products in search results. Now, you're not really, you don't have to do this because you can always just research later. And even if the bestseller ranks change from what they are today to then, you're still going to have a pretty good gist of what's going on. Also, in the validation phase, I'm going to show you some tools we can use to research historical bestseller rank data on a per product basis. I've also actually released a separate video going into that subject, but I'm going to release another one in the context of doing product validation because that phase is equally important to the product research phase. And if you do your diligence at these phases, guys, you can really protect yourself from taking a big L selling on Amazon. Now, granted, I can't guarantee you that. Nobody can guarantee you that. If anybody guarantees you that, they're full of it. But if you do your best when it comes to researching the niche market you're entering and interviewing suppliers, if you join Ryan's Method Amazon FBA, my course that I spent over a year writing, I give you a ridiculous spreadsheet that is easily worth the cost of admission, where you can pretty much project your financials without spending a dime on any product of your choosing. Yes, there's work involved, but I'm going to give you the tools. I'm going to walk you through exactly how to do it. And it involves interviewing suppliers and getting actual quotes if you want an actual, like, super accurate projection. But just know that there are free tools out there that can also help you project and pretty much guess like what a product's going to cost you without even having to go and interview suppliers to get actual quotes. And you can, using this spreadsheet, like project very accurately how much money you can expect to make selling certain products on Amazon using publicly available information. So keep that in the back of your mind while you're doing your product research and product validation in case you're worried you might mess something up going through it for the first time. There's no shame in paying to have your hand held as you go through this complex process for the first time. I personally did that. It was the best investment I ever made in myself, in my life, because it's paid incredible returns. And yeah, the last thing for our spreadsheet is we just want to log the date so that we know when this information is accurate of. So April 18, 2019, that's when I recorded this bestseller rank information. And with that, guys, we can build out our list during the product research phase and move on to product validation. So guys, if you like this video, hit that like button. Please consider subscribing. Drop me a comment if you have any questions or feedback, and I'll see you at the next one.